Captain's Log Episode 2. Coming at you from a slightly different angle today, because I'm recording this in the bright sunshine, and so if I was sitting by where I usually am, there's mad glare coming out the window, and you just can't see anything apart from the glare. So I wanted you to see my beautiful face, because what's the point in doing a webcam thing otherwise? So anyway, Episode 2. I kind of always thought this was going to be a bit of a tone setter, because the first one was just like an intro thing, and so it didn't really matter what I said too much. It was, hey, look, this is Captain's Log, la-di-da. But I don't know, I just kind of thought Episode 2 was the first real episode, and therefore whatever I did in it was going to be kind of set the tone for the rest of the series. But I guess it kind of doesn't matter too much, unless I end up getting in a weird trend, then, and, you know, people start to expect that trend coming up every time. I don't think it really matters that I either get this one right or don't too much. Just, gonna try and get back into it a bit more. So yeah, I guess this one's just gonna be more of a update thing for now, cause I gotta do this better. I'm gonna power on through, and with the magic of editing, it's gonna look great. It's gonna have some jump cuts, and it's gonna be fantastic. Right, so Episode 2, already done that bit. We're doing Episode 2. This is Episode 2. It's not going to be a tone setter because of reasons that have made so much sense in the past 3 attempts that I've done at this and decided to cut out. Good job, me. Well done. Power on through. So yeah, just going to have more... I guess this one's just going to be more of an update thing more than anything else. It's been... I don't know how long it's been since I last uploaded a video. I didn't check that before I started this. But I imagine it's been several months probably by now. It's just been a tough... 2018's been a bit tough, really. Definitely been a tough few, probably a couple of months now. Been quite difficult, mainly because of work, which I think probably most of you watching this will know about. Yeah, I've been working really late, sort of still getting in at normal times, but just having to put extra hours in to try and get anything done. I can't really say much more than that. I don't want to say much more than that because it's in the public domain, and if someone from work comes to see this and is like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit, I'm not sure that's quite how they'd phrase it. I'm sure that'd be a more diplomatic way of phrasing it. But that's the gist. Yeah, I had a chat with my line manager the other day, actually. I may as well throw this out now, because why not? I've not actually said this to anyone that I wanted to say it to, and you probably are going to be the only people watching this, so may as well say it here. I had a chat with my line manager, and I quite like my line manager. He's quite good, but he is also under a lot of pressure, and because these are his jobs that I'm working on that are struggling, there's not a huge amount he can do about it, because he's also working quite hard on these things. So yeah, there's not a lot that can be done about it, really, unfortunately, because if we were to try and get someone on, it would just, like, if you know, I've got too much work. I sent him an email saying I've clearly got too much work. Is there anything we can do about this? And yeah, we just had a little private meeting chat about it, and it was kind of like, well, unfortunately not, because if we were to get someone in to try and help out, then by the time they're up to speed with the project, it would waste a lot of my time getting them up to speed on the project, and by the time they were up to speed, the project would be nearly over. So it would be a lot more work for incredibly little gain to try and get someone else to help out. Saying that, we got a document controller on board, which means that when things need to get sent out to people, I just email her and be like, hey, send this to so-and-so, and she'll sort out the right avenues, or upload it to the right project control document things, which is quite good, so that saves a bit of time. But, yeah. And the other guy that's kind of come in as more of a intermediate between me and my line manager is, well, he's also got another project which is struggling, also super busy. So, yeah, I just shouldn't be saying too much about this, and I'm also going to consider cutting this bit out just because simply it's work and boring, but it is important to me at the moment because it's the thing that's making life difficult right now. That's the main reason I've not really done videos, not really edited anything, not uploaded anything at all. Because, well, there was a big month where I didn't record anything at all, not even Minecraft, just because I was not getting in till 8, 9 sometimes, and it just wasn't feasible to get anything done. added pressure that I just didn't need. But it excites me so much more than anything else I'm doing. Well, at least work anyway. So I want to try and get something happening, which I guess is part of the reason for doing this right now. Is trying to, at least I got something going on. I'm doing something, and it's going to require a bit of editing. So there's that. Yeah, there's not really a lot we can be done about it. It's going to be tough for another couple of months, but in theory, after about 2-3 months, it'll be done, and it'll just be easy-ish stuff, and it'll be like more stuff on site, so I can spend the days going to site and looking at stuff rather than having to have my head in the desk and doing work constantly. But time will tell on that one. Time will tell. Inevitably, it won't be as straightforward as that, but a man can dream. Yeah. So I guess the spin I wanted to get on this is that though work is super tough and the days are super long, it's really nice having people to come back to and chat to and fuck around in video games with. I think that's something we all appreciate. But I think it's nice to say, just that it makes, I know we have different days and different games and stuff, and sometimes they don't go well and it sucks and you go to bed mad and that's not a good day at all. Sometimes it goes well and you go to bed happy because you had a really good game, and sometimes it's just in the middle and fine, but that's still an improvement on work on the rest of the day, so you still go to bed pretty okay, sort of thing. And I think the really bad days don't happen often enough to put me off it, which is good. I feel like a few of us have been having a tough time recently. It's hard to tell because I don't really ask, I guess. I feel like it's been a tough year for most of us, and so I think having the outlets that we can sort of not have to worry about that stuff and just play games for a little while is really good. Because you can't, if there are things that you can't change in the moment, and so I think having just a way to forget about it for a little while, I guess that's why video games are so popular, right? Because they're in a type of escapism, and that's why people say, oh, everyone's getting more lazy, they're just playing games and stuff, and it's because of that escapism. And I think that's actually a good thing. I think it's important to still push yourself, sort of thing. That's why I'm trying to do these videos and stuff. I'm trying to have something that is exciting to me, interesting, and is developing me as a person in some way. But when times are tough, having something that you can just not have life suck as much doing is important. It's just also important not to get stuck in that rut and just play games forever, because then you kind of do waste your life a little bit, I think. So, short term, I think it's absolutely fine. It's only if you get stuck in it mega long term and don't develop yourself as a person, which I think we all are. At least the people that I hang out with, I think we all are doing something to advance ourselves. Yeah, I'm not aware of anyone who's doing absolutely nothing. So, good work, lads. That's what I'm going to say. Good work. So this final point before we call this quits and try and edit the lot thing is I do want to try and get back into the whole video thing. I'll try and get this done straight away. I'll try and edit this over lunch and whack it up immediately, because why not? I've got a lot of backlogs on Minecraft. I've got like 12 episodes in hand or something stupid. So I've definitely got episodes from probably still from last year that haven't come out yet. Probably November last year ish that are coming out. I'll try. Do I want to get one up today? I'd like to. It depends what episode it's got to come out, really, because if it's going to take 3 hours to do, then I'm not going to bother, because I've got enough things going on today anyway. But if it's going to take like an hour, I'll probably knock it out. Such is the way of things. I mean, worst case scenario with the Minecraft videos, if they do either come to an end or I don't have the time, I just upload them in their raw format, because that just means I have to hit the upload and whatever. They're in a format where they can be uploaded, It's just they'll be a bit shit without editing. Well, they'll be fine. Like, I don't edit most of the videos anyway. Most of the time of the videos are just raw, but because I don't have the time to actually edit just to the good bits, there's a couple episodes where I would like to actually edit a bit more and get to the good bits, like cut out some of the chaff, but that is time consuming. Like, doing that would take, like, just editing it in a very basic format still takes like the amount of time that the episode took to record, because I need to pretty much watch the whole thing anyway just to make sure there's no bits that need to be bleeped out or anything. Shut up, Facebook. Yeah, so hopefully I'm not gonna set myself any sort of schedule for these things anymore, because I used to try and get out one Minecraft a week. Oh, shush your mush. I used to try and get out one Minecraft a week, but I mean it was a good aim, because it meant I was keeping up with the rate we were recording them at, and when I wasn't super busy, that was very doable. Like, just like, it took a couple hours, but that was a couple hours I could set aside at a weekend, or sometimes if no one was around in the evening, I could just do it in the evening, sort of thing. But as the way things are going currently, and being very busy and having a lot of other ways in which I need to try and do life stuff, it's going to be more difficult, so I'm not setting myself a schedule right now. Were this A, making me money, or B, more of a full-time thing, I would set myself a schedule, because I think it's important to have targets and to do your best to hit them. Not to beat yourself up over it, though, sort of thing. I remember one of the things that, I remember reading a thing that was one of the most important things to do in life is to be able to forgive yourself, which I'm not very good at, but I'm working on it. It's just like, forgive yourself for what, people are lazy at times, and that's fine, but you shouldn't beat yourself up about it. You've got to be able to say, okay, I needed that time, I didn't get anything done, and that's fine, because now I can get things done. Difficult one, but that's pretty much the lot, I think. I did go on a bit of a waffle, but I think there's a few edits that I can make in this thing, so hopefully we'll keep it to probably about 10 minutes, realistically. But we'll see. We'll see. Such is life. Onwards and upwards. End transmission. Shit, where's the stop and go?